Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel to another 3D video. I am one day late as of this taping because I just had a lot to do and finish on the weekend besides my 3D stuff. I did a render, but I didn't get around to finish the video even though I actually had the stuff all taped and ready. So as you may have seen, I've worked on I've taped the recorded the second set I did for Thanksgiving last week. This is the Native American set, and I started with a tube where I basically cut off everything except the lid or the face on the top, and expanded this and then used it loosely as a base for the top. So in my original sketch, I actually had a two-piece with a short shirt and a skirt again. But I decided that this was actually way too close to the other set, so they basically would have been 2 times the same set, if you want. And I was like, okay, no, I'm not going to do that. This is, this was not kind of stupid, but kind of weird. So I was like, okay, I need another angle for the second one. So I decided on a simple one piece instead. Yeah, and right there I'm working on the frills, which was a little bit tricky because I had to think about how do I make them hang on the how do I make it look like they're actually hanging. And as you can see, I used the tessellate tool quite a lot and basically cut out the extracted shoulder part here. This is what I'm doing right now, and yeah, I made the frills like this. So I, as you can see, I've used a lot of additional lines here, and I also tried to give them more of an angle so that at some part where I'm able to, they actually hang vertically. And at this point I was like, okay, I need extra lines. So I decided, okay, I will just add extra lines or tessellate them, tessellate the shapes again. And then you can see that there's a lot of actual manual editing and adding parts into it. But I think this was actually the best way for me with my current knowledge to go on about this. And this went way faster than I actually expected. So yeah, I'm doing the same thing on the back. And you will see in a bit that I tried to alter the second part because I thought, okay, I've done all these extra lines. Can I do this faster? Can I do this cheaper? If you want to take it that way. So here again, I'm trying to just add the lines I need. And in the end, I just decided, okay, this is way too confusing. This is way too complicated. So I went back to adding the extra horizontal lines, and then going with the aforementioned cutting away of everything extra. Yeah. And this is basically how I did the frills on the side. Next interesting part was that I actually forgot to add the frills on the lower part of the dress, and offer that by smoothing around, well, smoothing the thing that the lines of the fabric actually drew away from the frill that I finished earlier. So I had to just simply adjust the lines here, but it was actually a bit difficult to find all the pieces where there was a gap now. Yeah, and this is how I did the texture is actually just the round texture, but the part where it's open is basically on the downside where there is no material. And this is how I did the frills in the middle. It's just really a simple grid which I extended downwards to finish with the grid. And in the back I actually didn't even bother and do it, and just put the edge around it, which also helped me close any still existing gaps in the fabric. Yeah, and that's actually it for the top, or for the first part. I went ahead and did the texture here, and I tried to align the front and the back with each other. So if I do a custom texture for this one, that I can basically make sure that every part is on top of each other. So I will probably, I don't know, at some point go back to it and give it a complete own texture. Yeah, next part I did was actually the wedges, but I changed these around here because because of the order they were saved in, or the names they were saved in. So the headdress, which I did last, is actually the second one, the second part. As you can see, this one is really basic. It's just a simple tube, which I gave a complete simple texture. I implemented the Valkyrie head and took the feather out of it and just copy pasted it a few times. I think there's 3 feathers. Yes. So it's really that simple, and I already fitted to the hairs I wanted to use. So I actually went ahead and played around for I think half an hour or something to get the wedges right. This was something that I already put away because I actually want to do heel wedges, but they are kind of complicated. And as you say, I'm actually not really happy with how the whole moccasins turned out. So I will, I think at some point I will revisit this whole thing, at least the moccasin shoes. I tried to look at different pictures of real life Indian Native American moccasins. My bad. But I think I just didn't quite catch the whole idea, because they're just really clumpy and big and not what I fully imagined, actually. But at this point I was running out of time. It was Thursday evening, and I was like, okay, I need to do the first video, I need to do the render. It's already Thanksgiving, and I actually have D&D later, so I was in a lot of stress, and I was like, okay, I have to finish it, I want to finish this, and I will finish this, but I don't have that much time. So this is why I just used simple rings to show or make the idea of the sewing, because in moccasins you usually see that, at least in the pictures I found you can see it. So I added it around. And actually these shoes went a lot faster than expected, or than I expected, because after I did the heel, the wedge, I could just copy paste most of this. Like I copy pasted one line, made it a curve, and then extended from there on the shoe upwards, which you saw earlier. Yeah, and this is basically the whole thing. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the whole video. You will see me do the textures in just a tiny bit for the moccasins, but I'm already at the end of what I have to say, what I want to say about this work. I hope you're all healthy, I hope you're all okay, I hope you stay safe in these trying and really hard times. Enjoy the video, enjoy my further content, and I hope to see you guys around.